This video is going so well. I love it. What's good? I'm back again with another video. I asked you guys on Twitter what video you wanted to see first, and you guys voted for like a holy grail or my holy grail beauty products. So I decided to do the first part makeup, and then I'm going to do a second part later on for skincare products. A little bit about my skin. I've got some oily skin, so all of these makeup products will work really well for oily skin. And also if you're a similar brown, or like if you have tan or brown skin, I've got some color options for you guys as well. So if you're interested in this video, keep on watching. So I'm going to start with some like face products. So my favorite foundation, probably of all time, if I'm going to be completely honest, is the Hourglass Immaculate Liquid Powder Foundation. This is my like go-to foundation. I'm wearing it right now. It looks really fantastic on camera because it does have a completely matte finish. And if you have oily skin, you know how great that is. Though I will say that if you have dry skin, this is just not for you. Girl, don't even try it. Also, if you do have like combination oily skin, you may or may not like it, but most of the time my skin is pretty oily, but there are certain days or certain months in the year where my skin is like more combo oily, so I get like some dry patches like around my mouth area. So on the days where I do have dry patches, this stuff clings on to dry patches like nobody's business. But if you're like me, where you're oily most of the time and you only have like certain days or whatever where you have like dry patches, I would highly recommend this foundation. It has a completely matte finish, and also it controls oil like throughout the entire day. I think in one of my vlogs I talked about this, but I used this foundation for a music video that I was filming, and I applied this foundation at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I got home at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and my foundation looked great. We went to the desert, we went to the beach, like we went to so many different places filming that music video, and my foundation literally just like stayed on my face. It did not slip and slide anywhere, and I wasn't really that oily by the end of the day. So yeah, that's why I like this one. So the next product that I love is the Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. This is the oil-free version because I have oily skin. It gives you like a really nice lightweight coverage. I wouldn't say that it covers anything. Like I have this dark spot right here. This definitely would not cover it, but it does kind of cover some minor hyperpigmentation. It just makes your skin like more one color, I guess. It like removes redness or like any minor discoloration that you have on your skin, and it's just a really good product, I think, like a really good base for everyday makeup on days where you don't really want to wear foundation. It does not have a matte finish. I'd say it's kind of like a natural finish. It doesn't make me look shiny, but sometimes I will go in with like a setting powder and kind of like remove a little bit of shine. I really do like this for every day. The next holy grail product that I've really been loving is the Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and I have the travel size version, and I love the travel size version because one, it is travelable, it's portable and travel friendly. It's like really small, but also it comes with the little puff, and the full size version does not come with a puff. You have to buy that separately. So I just like having the like the smaller version, and also I feel like the smaller puff you can like get into like all these nooks and crannies like under your eyes and like down here a lot easier, and you could bring it with you to touch up and things like that. So I really like this. Moving on to concealers. So I've got two concealers that I've really been loving. The first one is the YSL Touche Eclat, and I am in the color 5.5. This is not a full coverage concealer at all. It's very lightweight. It's very similar to like my tinted moisturizer. I just like this to brighten up my eye area a little bit on days where I'm not wearing makeup or days that I'm not wearing foundation. So I actually like to use these two together. What I like about it is it's so easy to use. You just click the bottom right here. The product comes up on the top of the brush. I just like brush under my eyes, and then I pat it in with my fingers, and it's literally the easiest thing to use ever. The next product, I've only had this for like about a week now, but it is phenomenal. Like it's already a holy grail of mine, if you can believe that. But it is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof 12-hour concealer. The only reason why I bought this is because Roxette told me to buy this. She also has oily skin, so I was like, girl, what is the best concealer for oily skin? She was like, girl, you need to get the Tarte Amazonian Clay Concealer. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. So I went and got it. I am in the color Tan. I actually have it under my eyes right now. I love this concealer because, one, it does not crease. I applied this maybe like 2 hours ago, and look, I didn't set it with... What was I saying? Yes, so it does not crease at all, and the application is so smooth and super, super creamy. I always get a little scared, I guess, of cream concealers because my under eyes crease like crazy, but this literally does not crease at all. And it does say in the name that it's a 12-hour concealer, and I have been wearing this every day since I got it, and I can attest to that. It does stay on all day. So if you're looking for like long wearing makeup for oily skin, go for the Hourglass Immaculate foundation and the Tarte Amazonian Clay. Girl, these will last you the entire day no matter where you're going. But yeah, I've only had this for a week and I'm obsessed with it already. And the packaging is just like really nice and luxurious. It's not plastic. Yeah, and like I said, the application is very, very smooth and like buttery, and yeah, it's just super easy to apply. You could use a beauty blender, I guess, but honestly I just use my fingers. I just warm it up with my fingers and it just looks phenomenal. I love this concealer. So moving on to brows, I also just got this like maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago, but I love it. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I got the color Ebony. Now, this is like a favorite for a lot of people, but for the longest time, I've been using the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in chocolate. I mean, it's a good product. I've been using it for years. It's just like a brow powder, you know what I mean? And it works well. But after I started using this, whoo, girl, there is so much more precision in a pencil than there is in a powder. Oh my God. And I was using like the thinnest, I forgot, I think it's a MAC 215. I was using the thinnest like angled brush, flat angled brush ever to do my eyebrows, but it just does not compare to a pencil. I'm like so shocked that I haven't really used a pencil for my eyebrows before, but look how phenomenal my eyebrows look using this product. I love this stuff so much. It really brushes my brows into the right, like all the right places. I can't believe it took me so long to try the Brow Wiz. It is definitely a holy grail of mine. So I can't talk about brows without talking about the Glossier Boy Brow. Obviously, I've talked about this so many times on my channel. So I have the Boy Brow in both the black color and also the clear color. I use the black color whenever I'm not using a pencil, like I don't fill it in with any other product. I kind of just like want to go out the door, or I want to do like a really natural, no makeup look. I'll just use my Boy Brow. I'll just swipe up on my brows and it just fills them in a little bit, gives them some shape and definition, and I'm like out the door. And then I also have the clear one. I use the clear one sometimes when I just want to get my brows in place but I don't want the extra added color, or when I do use a pencil, like if I use my Brow Wiz, and then I'll just use the clear Boy Brow to set my hairs in place and kind of set the pencil in place so it doesn't go anywhere. So what I love about the Boy Brow is that it stays in place. It's more like a pomade than it is a gel, so it doesn't flake at all. I think this is one of Glossier's best products that they've ever come out with. So if you're interested in trying Glossier, I would highly recommend going for the Boy Brow first if you can't decide what you really want. But yes, Boy Brow is definitely one of my holy grail products. Okay, now let's talk about eyeliner. So my favorite eyeliner is the Physicians Formula eyeliner. I forgot what the full name is called, but I'll put it like on the screen or in the description box down below. But that is honestly the best liquid liner that I've ever used in my life. It's not really a felt tip, but it kind of acts like a felt tip. It's more like a paintbrush, like a very, very fine paintbrush. It works really well. I don't have one to show you guys right now just because I ran out of it, and I bought this one because I just wanted to try out different liquid liners, but Honestly, that is the best one that I've ever tried. This is the Tarteist Double Take Eyeliner. I don't really like it this much. I'm going to return it and I'm going to buy the Physicians Formula eyeliner instead. That liner stays on all day. When it dries, it kind of acts like a temporary tattoo almost, because if you kind of rub on it, it doesn't come off. And I've actually used it to like fake tattoos before. Like one time I wrote something like on my forearm and it did not come off. It did not go anywhere until I took a shower. So that is my favorite eyeliner of all time. I would highly recommend you guys trying that out. So moving on to mascara. So my go-to mascara right now is the L'Oreal Voluminous Feline mascara. I have it on right now, and as you can see, or maybe you can't see it on camera that well. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can only see it when I go to the side, but it lengthens my lashes and it gives me lots and lots of volume. It's not too thick and it's not too thin. It gets all of my lashes and it just lifts them and it gives me some volume and it holds the curl really well in my opinion. I've tried it with the Voluminous primer, like the primer that you're supposed to use before you apply this, but honestly I just feel like using any type of primer on my lashes before I apply a mascara just weighs my lashes down. It doesn't really hold the curl very well, and this isn't just this primer, it's like every mascara primer that I've ever used. I just prefer to use the mascara straight on, and I feel like this stays in place and it doesn't like give me panda eyes or anything. This is definitely one of my favorite mascaras right now. As far as like high-end or luxury mascaras go, I really like the Givenchy mascara. I don't know what the full name of it is, but it's the mascara by Givenchy. It has like little balls as the wand, and it gets like, it's kind of thick, so sometimes it's a little bit hard to apply, but I really love the volume that it gives my lashes. Yeah, mostly I just really like that mascara for the volume. It just makes my lashes look really, really nice and really full. I don't have it right now because I just ran out. It dried and I just haven't repurchased it because I wanted to try other mascaras, but yeah, the L'Oreal Feline, Voluminous Feline one and the Givenchy mascara are definitely two of my favorite mascaras of all time. Moving on to like cheek products like blushes and highlighters and all that. This is the NARS blush in Exhibit A. It looks super crazy in the pan. In fact, when one of the Sephora makeup artists was like, brought this out and was gonna put it on my cheeks, I was like, oh no, baby, what is you doing? But it actually looks really nice on like darker skin tones, like tan, brown, darker skin tones. So I have it on right now. As you can see, it just gives me like a really, really nice subtle color. I like that it's not pink, because sometimes when I use pinks, it can make me look either one, too ashy, or two young. So I really like this. It complements my skin tone really well, and yeah, I love it, and it stays on all day. Yeah, I like this. The next product that I really love is the Glossier Cloud Paint. So I like this in the color Puff and in the color Beam. So I've already done a demo of these cloud paint, so if you want to see it, you can check right up here on the description box down below. But basically, when I tried this Puff color, I thought it was going to make me look ashy, because like baby pinks usually look that way on my skin tone, but it actually ended up looking really, really nice. And then Beam just is like a really natural illuminating color, I guess. So what I like to do is I like to put Puff on the apples of my cheeks, and then I like to use Beam on like the outer part of my cheeks, and those two together just look really nice on my skin color. And yeah, I really like it. A lot of people ask me if this is like a cream based blush, but it's not. It's more of like a liquid or a stain. So once I press it into my skin, it kind of pretty much just stays there because it stains the skin, as opposed to a cream where it just like sits on top of your skin. But yeah, I really like these two in these colors. Another blush that I really like is the Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek in the color Perk. This is more of like a peachy pinky color. It's more corally than it is like a baby pink, which I personally really like on my skin tone. Personally, it is like a lip and cheek, so you can use it on your lips, but I only use it on my cheeks just because honestly, I've just never tried it on my lips, if I'm going to be completely honest. Like, I don't think I've tried it a single time on my lips. I should probably do that, but I love this as a cheek color. It looks really natural, gives me a nice flush of color, and it also has like little gold specks in it, so it kind of gives you like an illuminizing effect as well. And yeah, I just really like this. So the biggest difference between the Glossier Cloud Paints and the Lip and Cheek by Milk Makeup is the Glossier. The Glossier Cloud Paints are more liquidy, whereas the Milk Makeup is like a cream-based blush. Also, the Glossier Cloud Paints are completely matte, and this one has a little bit of shimmer in it, so it's more of like an illuminizing, like highlighter blush 2-in-1. So it all really depends on what look you prefer, but I like both of them for like different days. It honestly just depends how I'm feeling that day. Moving on to highlighters and illuminizers. You can't have a conversation about highlight without Milk Makeup. I mean, obviously. So I really like the oh my gosh, there's a piece of tape stuck on this because I took a flat lay of it. Anyway, so I have the holographic stick in Supernova and in the color Mars. I love these colors so much for different reasons. So if you're looking to get a holographic stick, I would recommend Supernova if you want to do more, not glam, but more like alternative looks, because this is a little bit more noticeable than the Mars stick is. It's still subtle, but you can still see like the purple, like holographic, iridescent kind of situation with the Supernova stick. But for the Mars stick, this is the perfect highlighter for like a summer glow. It complements my skin tone personally really, really well because it is like a corally gold tone sort of situation, but it just gives me like this really nice natural glow, perfect for the summertime. So yeah, it all really depends on the type of look you want. I love both of them. That's why they are both in this video. But yeah, you can't talk about highlighters without talking about these two products. It just can't be done. The next product that I've really been loving, I've already done a demo of this, so you can check that video right up here or in the description box down below, but it is the Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter in the color Kitten. Kitten is like Stila's like signature color. They have the highlighters, they have the eyeshadow, all in the color Kitten. It's just like a really nice, natural looking color with a lot of shimmer in it, and I just love the way that it looks on my skin, though I will say it's very shimmery, so I prefer to use this on more like glam days. Like if I'm going out to an event or something, I'll use this because it is very shimmery. Like if you take a photo with flash, like it will look so good, girl. So I really like using this. And then the next highlighter that I really love is the Josie Maran Argan Enlightenment Illuminizer. So this is actually a liquid highlighter, and it comes with a pump, so you pump it onto your skin like this. So what I do is I pump it onto the back of my hand, and then I kind of like tap it a little bit, and then I tap it onto my cheeks. So yeah, it just gives me like a really, really nice natural glow. So I feel like what a lot of companies do is that when they make highlighters, they tend to go more shimmery because they want it to be very noticeable. But when I do like a natural everyday, like no makeup look, I want to look glowy, not shimmery. And if you have oily skin, you know that too much shimmer or too much glitter in a highlighter can actually make you look like really just glitter mixed with oil. Just does not look the best when you have oily skin. So what I like about this illuminizer is that it gives me like a glowy highlighting effect as opposed to like a shimmery, glittery highlight effect. So this video ended up being way too long, so make sure you tune in on Friday to get the part 2, where I will be talking about lip products, including the one that I'm wearing in this video, as well as other beauty tools. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you on Friday. Okay, thank you. Peace!